Live from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado, we've got baseball on the show. It's the New York Mets going up against the Colorado Rockies. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And today on the hill, Jake Woodford. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think, they can move through a...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. He sends it out of here. His 43rd home run of the season, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 2-0. Here's Pete Alonso. Grounds one to short. Tovar gets it to first, out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the home. Let's take a look at our lineup. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit. Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. And it's 2-0. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Frankie Montas. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there. Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, brings it in for the 3rd out. Rockies are down quietly. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now, Jose Siri. The 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2. Swings through that one.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Jeff McNeil stands in. The 1-1 is fouled off. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. Swings and misses, struck him out. Nothing across here this half. Now to the bottom of the... And we're back. And now the first baseman, Michael Toglia.
The first baseman, Michael Toglia.
Hit on the ground to short. Lindor fires across the diamond. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Lifted in the air out to left. Bryant calls it in, 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
The pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a ball and 2 strikes. Goes down looking. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. And they're down 2-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Francisco Alvarez.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
And that's outside. The count now 2-2. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. So the lineup flips over, and here is Francisco Lindor. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. In the air out to center. And it falls. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Juan Soto. Ground ball left side, could be 2 to second for 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 2 and the Rockies nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. swings through that.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. Well, he's got a great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? Double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Jacob Stallings. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one hit to right. Soto gets under it. Makes the grab. 2 down. Hunter Goodman digs in now. There's a strike. 2 out, space is empty. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Nothing doing for the Rockies. They're still down. It's 2-zip. Back here in Denver, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And now the count is even. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Brett Bryant up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-2.
Man at first, 1 away. Gets away from Stallings. And the runner holds.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
2 outs. That one outside, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the inning, here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Brenton Doyle. Swing and a miss at 1 above the zone.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So up next, Nolan Jones. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
This one smashed down the right field line. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Maybe a little out front of the pitch right there, but he squared it up pretty good, and he kept it inside the line. And just a really nice job on the other side by the defense to hold that to a long single.
Here's Michael Tolia. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Next for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. And fouled off. In the air, right side, Soto. Brings it in, and that's the inning. Welcome back. Quite the pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. On the ground, Estrada. On to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Jeff.
So up next for New York,
McNeil.
Jeff McNeil.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the 1st, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for Colorado, Thairo Estrada. That one finds the zone. It's 2-2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Hit in the air, center field. Taylor makes the grab, one down.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything
Now
after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. So digging in, Jacob Stallings.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Top of the 6th inning. And now it's Frankie Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Action in the pen down there. Jake Bird getting loose out there. Lawrence warming up as well. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor retired.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over.
Jake Bird will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now, Juan Soto. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's out number 2. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Mark Vientos. 2 outs. And a big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. A strong showing from the Colorado bullpen. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. It's the Mets 2 and the Rockies nothing. Well, we go bottom six. And now the right fielder, Hunter Goodman. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. A.J. Minter takes over on the mound.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is even 2-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it's caught for the out.
The center fielder, number 9.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's going to be Brenton Doyle. One down, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And that one is out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Got it. And the inning is over. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Brett Bryant. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1-2.
Out to short, Tovar. Whips it to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th. And now the Mets DH, Jose Siri. Here's a 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
Ooh, by one. You remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing it.
Tolia takes it himself, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Midway in inning number 7. Bottom of the 7th, and here's the first baseman, Michael Tolia. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Good eye in that spot. On the ground to third, Vientos. Slings it across. And that quickly 2 away. Tyro Estrada to the plate.
The second baseman, Tyro.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Bryant sizes this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning.
Now
new pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Tyler Kinley.
And one thing on him,
Tyler.
He's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
One down, base is empty. Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Justin Lawrence appears to be getting loose. Alexander getting cranked up as well. Swings and misses. And that's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Two now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. And we're back.
Leading off for the
Sam
Rockies,
Hilliard.
the designated hitter, Sam Hilliard.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
And here comes the Mets manager.
Now pitching for the
Daniel
Mets,
Nunez on a pitch
number
out of the pen
72.
here.
These are the spots where relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Makes the grab, and there's 1 away. Next to hit for the Rockies, Jacob Stallings. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. Now it's the right fielder,
number
Hunter
50, Hunter Goodman.
Next pitch is outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So no runs. Back here in Denver, now the number 2 hitter, Juan Soto. Swings and misses. And it's 2-2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Hit in the air, left field. Jones hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Justin Lawrence getting ready to go. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. No runs, no hits. Last chance for the home team. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. And that drops in for a strike.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you...
Swing and a miss, 98 miles per hour on the gun. He's 2 outs away. Jones now at the plate. Swing and a chopper out to short. Toss to Alonso. Now only 1 out remaining. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
1 strike away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Got him looking. And that is the ball game.
Kind of a strange win, only 3 hits, so they definitely weren't firing on all cylinders there. Great pitching, really kept them in it and gave them a chance.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show,